EA Sports, in conjunction with the RNA, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
This up the right side off the tee. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Well, it's 74 yards here as he's set for his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And this putt moving right the whole way. Got to keep the pace up to hold its line.
Just played a little too much break there and hung it out to the left. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain right where he is. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Here we go. This one for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Moving now to the par 4 fourth, measuring 419 yards. Two ways to attack here. The riskier drive is toward the narrow valley on the right, while the safer play is to aim for the plateau on the left.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really. Outside chance for birdie.
Yeah, maybe a little defensive there, as that'll come up short. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. We come now to the 5th, the first par 5 on the front side here at St. Andrews. 514-yard hole that ends at a green that is 100 yards deep. Avoid the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee, and reaching into is a possibility if the weather cooperates. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Okay, I'll be pretty happy with that one on the green and two, but a long ways. Frank, he'll need to refocus immediately because that's not a guarantee. 2 putts from that distance.
Exactly, Rich. No time to celebrate right now. Grind on that first putt. Get it inside that magic circle. At least try and guarantee a birdie.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And he's going to get it to 1 under for his round and 12 under for the tournament. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12th. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Now this for birdie.
And this is pretty flat all the way. I don't think there's much in it at all.
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at minus 12. Over the ball here at the 7th, and Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the Shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th. Excellent.
So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Nope.
Yeah, that's surprising. You wouldn't think he'd leave that short.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. The 8th hole at 166 yards is not long, but you can see it has that bunker guarding the front of the green. If you do not clear that, you're in a world of trouble. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. We finish our front 9 here at St. Andrews with the drivable 347-yard par 4 9. Biggest trouble here are Bose's and end hole bunkers in the middle of the fairway. Avoid those, and birdie or even eagle is a possibility. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Chance now to make the turn with some momentum for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. He retired, by the way, at the age of 28, and then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. And that one going to wind up in the bunker. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, disappointing. We found the bunker on the right-hand side, which is going to make the approach here at 10 a lot more challenging.
Now that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good. Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. It'll hold tight at -13. Now to the par 3 11th, and Frank, what's the key here?
Well, this green is slightly elevated. Huge false front, sort of left and right of that Strath bunker. And, of course, that bunker on the hill, or should I say that bunker on the left is called Hill. That's the famous bunker where Bobby Jones couldn't get out of it many years ago and actually ripped up his scorecard. So a good tee shot here, just find that right level where the flag is.
Okay, safely aboard. Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Now, that is right all the way. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to drop his score back to 12 under par. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he gets it to -13 for the tournament, 2 under for the day. We arrive now at the challenging 418-yard par 4 13. Tee shot has to avoid those coffin bunkers, and the approach should be aimed at the middle of this massive double green. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
Well, just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's got it to 14 under par. You know a course is old when instead of white out-of-bounds sticks, they have an out-of-bounds wall. And that's on the right. So most players are taking it down that left side. That landing area, and this is again how you know a course is old. It has all these wonderful little names. It's known as the Elysian Fields. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Frank, there's a perfect example of the difference in the way the game is played in Scotland and the way it's played in the United States. In the U.S., in the air, you fly the ball to the whole location. Here, you play that baby right on the ground. That was well done.
Yeah, biggest problem is when is the ball going to stop? And that's what you have to judge.
Arriving now at St. Andrews' infamous road hole, often considered the most difficult par 4 in golf. Tee shot has to fly the railway sheds and the grounds of the Old Course Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond.
What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This one measures out to 15 feet. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. All right, Frank, another par 4. It's the 16th. Players trying to make their way to the house, standing up in one piece. What's the best way to get at this hole?
Well, the normal player would actually try and hit the ball down the left. I've seen the odd player try and hit it down that out-of-bounds line and sort of flash it down the right side, but really there's not much of an advantage, Rich, unless you're the longest hitter in the business. So a little short and a little left of the principal's nose is a nice setup for the second shot here at 16.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. Arriving now at St. Andrews' infamous road hole, often considered the most difficult par 4 in golf, the 17th tee shot has to fly those railway sheds and the grounds of the Old Course Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Yeah, that's a good pot. It is in for par here at 17, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, the 18th hole at the Old Course, when you stand on the tee, it doesn't look like much, but when you begin to factor in all the history, all the greats who have played, well, then it is quite the hole.
It certainly is. Remember the great putts like Constantina Rocca making it from the front to try and get in a playoff with John Daly. Jack Nicklaus driving the green. It's all been made possible by the ambitious player here. You've got to swing it across the Swilcan Burn, out of bounds on the right and beyond the screen, but it is reachable. With the mere mortals, they'll aim a little left. They'll aim at the clock face on the R&A building.
Oh, this could be good.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back a few years. What's that?
A lot